What are you doing?
This is a gun. Keep driving.
No, it's not. Stop. Come on, man. I got a family. What are you
I got
doing?
a family too. Now drive.
So the clip that you guys just watched is from 2022, and yes, it is exceptionally disturbing. So this clip was recorded by a dash cam during an Uber ride. The woman that is driving here, the Uber driver, is Christina Spikuza, and the man seated in the back seat is Calvin Crew, whose face is completely covered with the exception of his eyes. And things started off relatively normal during this ride. Christina showed up, Calvin jumped in, she didn't question it, and they drove to Calvin's supposed location for approximately 18 minutes. That is until he pulled out a pew-pew, pointed it at her neck, grabbed her ponytail, and gave her a list of demands. Now, despite Christina's best efforts to plead her case and argue with Calvin as to why he shouldn't do something like this, he just simply did not care. So Christina and Calvin drove around for approximately an hour. During this time, he was accessing her banking information and promised her, if you do what I say, everything will be fine, but obviously you guys know that's not the case. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the worst parts about this case, because Calvin gave Christina false hope. She had stated that she had a family, and this is probably the moment where she thought she might actually get out alive and be able to see her 4 children again. But Calvin had had his fill as to what he wanted to do, so at the end of this unfortunate ride, he dispatched of Christina promptly and then stole the dashcam that recorded the very footage you guys watched at the beginning of this, and he went on his way. Christina was then found 2 days after this Uber ride took place on February 12th, lying down in a wooded area, still wearing the same exact COVID mask and everything else that she had been wearing in the dashcam footage. There is also another layer to this case that I feel like a lot of people end up overlooking, and that's the fact that Calvin's girlfriend Tanaya is actually the person who ordered this Uber ride for him and paid through Apple Pay. And you might be wondering how she fits into this case, and at this point, it doesn't appear as though she had much to do with it, but she did tell him, whatever you do tonight, be careful, so she might have actually known kind of where his mind was. Now, in the aftermath of this case, Calvin's trial is currently coming up, even though he allegedly committed these actions 3 years ago, and the most recent update says that they're looking for jury members for this trial. Also, prosecutors were potentially looking at a death sentence initially, but now it does not appear as though that's going to be the case. And on top of this, Christina's mother has also brought a lawsuit against Uber for failing to identify Calvin here and providing relevant information that would have allowed her to say, maybe this is not such a good idea to give a rideshare to this guy. So from the research that I've gathered, it does appear as though this situation potentially could have been avoided had Uber done its proper screening process, but they did come out with a statement shortly after this happened stating that no family should ever have to go through this, so it does seem as though they are starting to bear a little bit of responsibility. In any event, let me know what you guys think about this case in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I do have my Patreon in my bio as well. I release my long form videos there early, as well as exclusive content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.